Everybody, and welcome to tonight's spiritual playground, I'm going to call it. Okay, tonight I'm going to be introducing the inner child. Now, most of you here are probably expecting me to give a workshop about nurturing the inner child on a psychological level through stages of ages of your childhood growing up, and probably more so a long-winded discussion about working with your own 2-year-old self, 3-4-year-old self, your 8-year-old self, blah, 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 blah. That was my inner child, of course. Because children, I say we because I feel like a inner child a lot sometimes, well, most of the time. And so I stay connected to my inner child, I think, a lot. I think that's actually what keeps me going. So I was really happy that I got to do this speech today. Now, so what I'm going to share with you guys is going to be a shorter, simpler way to go about working with your inner child. But first, I'm going to start, and I'm going to share with you a meditation that I did and that I went through and my experience with it. And it's going to kind of give you guys also an idea of how the inner workshop goes sometimes. Okay, so I started the whole workshop for a little bit. Then I go into this meditation. I sit, I relax, get into it. Took me a minute to get really, really deep into it. But I took my time, I kept my patience. Excuse me. Now, I start to go to my 2-year-old self. A memory talked in my head, and I was lying there strapped to a hospital bed. I'd gotten meningitis drinking my dad's spit bowl he always had laying around the house. Mom said that you are strong and fearless, that nobody could ever hold you down, not even her and 4 nurses. Now, I died for like 2 minutes, and then I came back. I had to relearn everything that I learned till the age of 2, which you kind of learn a lot from the ages till 2. And then I said to my inner child, thank you for persisting. You saved me. I'm sorry I didn't give you the comfort that you needed. I didn't know how. I apologize. Thank you. I love you. Okay, so then I progress to my 3-year-old self. And I say, welcome, 3-year-old me. Please show me what I need to see so that we may heal. And then I hear my inner child, Daddy, why do you hit Mommy? Hit me instead. Why don't you hit me? Oh, please, I'll do anything. Then I gave a hug to my inner child and I said, I set you free. The chain of abandonment was not yours. It wasn't your responsibility. You did the best you could with what you knew. Please forgive me and I forgive you. Thank you. I love you. And then as I progress, I go to my 4-year-old self. And again, I say, welcome, 4 and 5-year-old me. Please bring forth in me what you need me to see so that we may heal. And then suddenly, my nose was full of water. It was really hard for me to breathe. I was trying to save my cousin's life and I didn't have my water wings. But through my inner child's fearlessness and infinite, unlimited strength, you saved him and you saved me. You are truly amazing and I am sorry I didn't give you the support and praise that you need. Thank you, inner child, for being heroic and risking your life for your family. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Then I shifted to my 6 and 7-year-old self. So please show me what you need me to see so that we may heal. There I was in an abandoned house with 7 neighborhood so-called unwillingly friends holding me down. Why didn't you save me? Why, Mommy? And why didn't you believe me? No matter what I do, nobody's ever going to believe me. Then I said to my inner child, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I believe you. I believe you, and I'm sorry you didn't get the nurturing that you needed. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It's getting really sad, and then I'm progressing to my 8-year-old self, and I say again, welcome, 8-year-old me. What is it you need me to see so that we may heal? Lulu, 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 please. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your pity party. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love and appreciate that you took the time out to nurture me, console me, and heal me. My attention span is short because my curiosity has me from one place to the next, always. Do you remember when you were 8-year-old me, how easily you would let things go and forgive easily? When nothing was ever impossible? No offense, adult me, but we were healed by the time we got to age 3. Simply because you took the time out to notice me and nurture me. Thank you. I love you. Just from now on, don't forget about me. Let's make a pact today to make peace with the inner innocence, which is me. So then I was watching this documentary. This guy, Matt Kahn, I like a lot of his documentaries. He did this emotional oneness. And it's a lot about the inner child. Excuse me for just a moment. My inner child saying, damn, you're thirsty. And so I wanna share this quote. It was pretty deep and inspiring from Matt Kahn. He says, your inner child is your innocence. Your innocence is your heart. Your heart is the kingdom of heaven. And once you give your complete trust over to your innocence, you give your inner child the guardian to your soul, which opens the doors within you. It changes your inner being, and it's what attracts more to you. And that is the law of attraction. Jesus even said that if you bring forth what is within you, it will save you. He also said, enter the kingdom first, and all things and more will be unto you. So what do? We honor our inner child, folks. We honor it. The inner child that we tucked away from the world and ourselves way far too long ago. We don't need to sit and go through a whole phase life process of past stages of ages. Inner child really doesn't have an attention span for that. What is our inner child? When you think of inner child, what do you think of? What resonates to you when you think of it? You think of innocence, magic, unlimitless. I can do anything. You didn't care what people thought. And if they thought something about it, I don't care, right? Okay, so we need to honor our inner child. So how do we honor our inner child? We make peace with our innocence first. We let go of judgment for ourselves and others. We be loyal to the real us, to the real you. You lose yourself in the most simplest pleasures of life. You nurture your inner nature. You do that by laughing until your tummy hurts. You keep your sense of mystic and wonder. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. Because learning, it turns to becoming a better version of you. Take naps every now and then. It's okay. Not a crime. Honor some time for yourself doing what your inner child used to like to do. Be goofy when the mood pulls you into it. I'm goofy all the time. Sometimes I get told I'm too childish, but I'm like, hey, it is what it is. Okay, sing at the top of your lungs when your favorite song comes on. Dance like you don't care who's watching, because when you were a kid, you didn't. Mostly, keep the spirit of that child and channel your inner child every day until the end of your days. Okay, so what I did was I got together a prayer that we're going to do. I'm going to say it, you're going to repeat me out loud. It's going to connect us to our inner child. It's going to heal our inner child without having to go through all these sorts of process. And inspired by my inner child, he's always like, hey, so how do we get there faster? Like, are you done yet? Because, I've already been there and done that. Can we go? I'm like, all right. I get it. You love me. You're sorry. Thank you. Okay, so now what I would like everybody to do is you don't need to close your eyes. I just want you to repeat after me. Hello, my innocent, dearest inner child.
Hello, my innocent inner child.
One whose heart is filled
One whose heart is filled
with magical love and wonder.
with magical love and wonder.
I know that I have ignored you
I know that I have ignored you
out of fears, failures, traumas, and judgments.
out of fears, failures, traumas, and judgments.
I take this time right here and now
Right here and now,
to recognize and honor
to recognize and honor
the sacredness of our connection to one another.
the sacredness of our connection to one another.
I ask for your forgiveness, inner child,
I ask for your forgiveness, inner child,
so that we may move forward together in unity,
so that we may move forward together in unity,
to be whole, healed, and loved.
to be whole, healed, and loved.
I ask that you keep close to me
I ask that you keep close to me
and remind me of your innocence.
and remind me of your innocence.
Forever close within me, your innocence.
Forever be close within me in your innocence.
There is no need to go through all the ages
There is no need to go through all the ages
or all the judgment phases.
or all the judgment phases.
The time is here and now.
The time is here and now.
So as long
So long
as from this day forth,
as from this day forward,
we make this pact, of course.
we make this path of course.
You honor me and I'll honor you.
You honor me and I'll honor you.
No more fears of who's judging who.
No more fears of who's judging you.
Look inside me every day.
Look inside you every day.
Your innocence
Your innocence
is where I stay.
is where I stay.
Through this, I will always be true,
Through this I will always be true.
and it will properly inspire you
It will properly inspire you
to become your most authentic self.
to become your most authentic self.
Reach to me when you need help.
Reach to me when you need the help.
I can't wait to come out and play
I can't wait to come out and play
and better our lives in every way.
and better our lives in every way.
Thank you for forgiving me, my inner child.
Thank you for giving me my inner child.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, I also, excuse me, or a quote rather, that I found on the internet, because I just love quotes. The child within me knows how to play and wonder. As I honor this part of myself, it opens the door to my heart and enriches my life. Same thing as the kingdom of heaven. Thank you. I leave you with that.
Thank you.